Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and see what is happening in your world. Tell me about your past. And your near future. What else do you need to know? And your potential outcome. So looking here, bottom of the deck, Tower energy. I was definitely picking up this energy. It feels like the rug was pulled out from underneath you. Definitely got that energy when I saw the Hanged Man show up in the past. So not surprised to see that there's been sudden changes happening in your world. There's some inner changes happening too. It's not just these external changes that you're reacting to. There's something changing within you. When I look at the current energy, so I do have the Seven of Swords influenced by the Five of Swords. This Tower showed up. So the sudden change is connected to a lie that came to the surface. There was some sort of fight or some sort of conflict here that revealed the truth in a situation to you. And when it did, it feels like it impacted you pretty deeply as far as it changed things external to you, but it also changed things internal to you. And there's something about this that is going to turn into some sort of positive blessing. So this Six of Wands is showing up. Focus on the positive here. The positive here is that you now know the truth and that you aren't walking around blind to whatever this was. Because here, this is where the Hanged Man showed up. This is where that Tower moment happened, where in the past, again, if it feels like you were being forced to see things clearly, you were being forced to see things from a different perspective that really revealed the truth in a situation. Something about the connection with another person and maybe the lies, the control, whatever it is that this person was doing to you, you really weren't able to see it when you were on the ground facing them. So you needed to be pulled up to see it. Seven of Wands is your strength. So this is you sticking up for yourself, really defending yourself. Nine of Pentacles showing up in your near future. And so this is you creating your own abundance. There's something, it feels a lot like you're distancing yourself from the person, from the situation, and you're saying, you know what? I don't need this in my life. I'm going to be fine just on my own. And you are. You're creating your own abundance that way. High Priestess and the Three of Cups. So this is how the universe is shaping the situation. High Priestess is about trusting yourself, trusting your instincts here. Three of Cups. So when it comes to friends, when it comes to these relationships, because this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, this could actually be a friendship as well. There's something about, could be gossip showing up. There's this need to keep things to yourself while you're going through whatever it is that you're going through. You don't have to broadcast everything you're thinking and feeling to the world. That's just completely unnecessary. And so what you're really doing right now is trusting your instincts, allowing yourself to kind of heal and transform from whatever happened. We have the Fool showing up in your hopes or fears position. So this is a brand new beginning. That is what you're looking for. Knight of Pentacles. I do like to see the Knight of Pentacles showing up here for you in this way. So this is your potential outcome card. And what it's really doing is you're learning the lessons here. There is some sort of lesson involved with whatever the situation was. Let's get some additional detail. Okay. So with the Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, I am getting the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be a long-term friend. This could be a long-term romantic relationship or somebody that you saw that way. But there's something about the entire situation. And the lie or the deceit doesn't have to be anything that was like, I was cheating on you or anything like that. It doesn't have to be that way. It could be, you know, I told you we were on the same page as far as family, children, all of those things, but we're really not. I really don't want those things, or I really do want those things and I'm not okay that you don't. It could be that type of conversation as well. Six of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles showing up. So balancing your priorities, focusing on what matters the most to you. There's a lot of success around it. With the Hanged Man, I am getting the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is out here twice. The seeing things clearly, that truth in the situation, because you're looking at it from a different vantage point, that's where the success comes from. Even though it was very awkward, uncomfortable, not what you wanted from a Tower standpoint, long term it is actually going to be what you want, because what you thought the relationship was, it wasn't. Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, not the Ace, Eight of Pentacles. So Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. What you're really doing is you're protecting yourself. You're focusing on learning the lessons, focusing on maybe your career instead of everything else in your life. Drawing on that and saying, I'm only going to handle this. I'm only going to deal with this. I'm not going to deal with that anymore. I'm going to distance myself from that relationship, that connection. And it's working in your favor with that Nine of Pentacles, because that is you creating your own abundance. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles, you're investing in yourself. Really positive there. This is where the lessons are learned. This is what stops those patterns from being repeated. The reason that we see these repeated patterns is it's about recognizing it as a pattern, recognizing where you don't want it to be, but then also making those necessary changes. And it's usually that last part, like you can recognize a pattern, but until you're ready to change it, it won't change. But you investing in yourself and creating your own abundance does feel like you're going to be changing this pattern. You are going to break free from this cycle here. With the Three of Cups, I'm getting the Eight of Swords. When it comes to this situation, this relationship that you had, your friends really could have played a role in this as far as gossip went. Something along those lines. You're very much in your head about your friends and maybe the role they played in this situation. And it doesn't necessarily mean, so it could be that they were influential in some way. So that could sometimes be considered a third party. I mean, when you think about it, people usually associate cheating. It doesn't have to be the case. It could just be your friends really being heavy-handed, saying, I don't think you need to be with that person. That could be the case. But the other piece of this too is that you're really in your head focused on your own happiness here. And what matters the most to you is also being highlighted. High Priestess, Hierophant. I do love to see the Hierophant showing up. And so trusting yourself when it comes to long-term relationships, it looks like you're in this space of learning to trust yourself again, really relying on those instincts. If something doesn't seem right, or if a person doesn't feel right to you, don't force it. It's not meant to. That's where you are right now. That's what the universe is trying to do. It's trying to rebuild your confidence in yourself, help you learn those lessons so you can identify those patterns in the future. Trust your instincts. When you see that red flag in the beginning, walk away. With the Fool, I'm getting the World. That is really interesting because the Fool is the first card in the Major Arcana and the World is the last card in the Major Arcana. So this is all about endings and beginnings. You really want to move forward in a better, positive way, in a different way. You want to close that old cycle. You want to close those old patterns here. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I am getting the Five of Swords. So you're learning your lessons from the conflicts that we see here in the beginning. You're really understanding why things played out the way they did, but it's also because you're healing throughout this entire process. You're fixing within you what you need in order to be able to move forward. And a lot of it starts with your confidence and your instincts. So Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.